Hey there! Hey everyone, it's me, Kermie here. Welcome back to another day of Animal Crossing. The game clock is a little messed up, because I've been time traveling to get some things done. Getting house moves and whatever it may be. Welcome back to another episode. Today is a re-recorded episode. I decided not to release, I guess the first episode of today. Anytime I talk about, like, loneliness or whatever it may be, it just feels like I'm complaining. And even though I released that video, which you can find via the playlist, of me talking about double pumping and breaking the hips of a quote-unquote Asian bitch, even though I released that video, right, I won't release the one where I talk about my loneliness, which is weird. So that's wonderful. I'm just gonna sit here and turn hollow within my self-loathing. But welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Animal Crossing. What's Animal Crossing without a little bit of self-loathing, huh? Right? You can't have Animal Crossing without a little self-loathing. It's like having pasta without any Parmigiano Reggiano. You already know how it goes. I am literally gonna scream. I have so many DIYs, but yet I don't have enough. I need more. I need to fill them all out. There's people who already have them all collected. We got time travelers going directly to the future and doing everything in their possibility to be able to get them. And I'm jealous. You know, I'm madly jealous. Looking at them and looking at me and looking at them and looking at me, I feel like someone who's been left in the dirt, left in the rut. I'm just walking around taking a look at my island again. I've been doing this quite a lot, actually. Just kind of taking a look at my island to see what I can do with it today. And also to see if I can, you know, dig up any of this stuff. Okay. Big yawn. Whew. It is really early in the morning for me. It's around 3 a.m. currently right now. It's wonderful. I hear my dog snoring in the background. I don't think she... Oh, she knows I'm talking about her. She's licking herself now. She made that noise, which is her waking up, like, angling her neck. Look, they're talking. You didn't see this yesterday, but... apparently they have a friendship and they like each other. It's weird. Let's see. I've been searching for a Prezi for Frida, but for so long I got nothing. Looking for presents fun, but it's definitely stressful when nothing good turns up. Hey, something. What do you think I should do to find a good Prezi? Secretive research, ask what they want. I suppose. They def get what they want, but it won't be much of a surprise. Oh, I know. What if I ask them what they want, and I'll tell you after I find out, Maddie? You're a legit sneak master, Coco. That is a super smart play. Operation Sneak is on. They're so adorable. I notice a lot of my villagers are currently acting on the relationships, interrelationships in town as of late. I don't know if there was an update that made that happen or whatever it may be. I don't think the game has updated at all. Let's see. Look at this. We got 6 blue roses. Nice. Very happy. These have been coming along pretty great. Sadly, no green mums. Or purple hyacinth, or whatever they're called. The white flower right here. Whatever, the hyacinth. I don't even know how to say it. I'm pretty sure if I Google it, I'll be able to find it. You know, there's videos online, you're like, how do I say this word? You're like, oh, Emily. And you're like, yes, Emily, of course, it's not a meal, it's Emily. Or, Trisha is definitely not Trickia. My first online GF, his name was Trisha, right? And I was like, oh, is her name Trickia? Tricia? It was very funny. Oh man, those were the days. That was when I had a shaved head. Yikes. Big yikes-a-roos. Let's see, what do we got here? We got our Shimper panel. Sadly, no black panel. I would love one of those very much. But we know. Animal Crossing's like, no, you don't deserve it. Oh, wow, you really like the special outfit, huh, Sky? Nice of you to stop by, Airmail. Stay as long as you like. A little wolf recently told me something, but I thought I should ask you if it's true, Airmail. So is it true you're super into romantic comedy? That's right. I have to admit, I'm not the most knowledgeable wolf about the romantic comedy. That's not to say I'm not interested in learning more, though. Oh, okay. Well, if you say so, Sky. Sorry, I'm in my Tom girl phase. No, thank you. Or excuse me, tomboy. Tomgirl's something different. I learned that tomgirl is something completely different, and I think it's pretty cool. Let's see. You could Google it. You know what it is. You can tell by what it is, by what I'm saying. And you're like, wait, no, I don't. Anyway, let's see. Ugh, I had a person in my village come recently. Wasn't anyone worthwhile. Very upsetting. Very upsetting that one of my compatriots got Audie in her town. Very, very upsetting. I didn't see it till like the day afterwards, and like when she tweeted it out, right? And she's like, "I'm holding this for one of my friends." And I was like, "Okay, yeah." She's like, "She's holding it for someone else, not me, right?" I haven't vocally said like, "Hey, I really want this." And then she was like, yeah, she wanted a specific person to be kicked out, and she was not having it. And I was like, crawling in my skin, these wounds, they will not heal. It was big sad, brother. Big sad. One of my favorite books, well, I read it as a short story, Flowers for Algernon. We had to, for my lit class in 6th grade, we had to make a playlist, right? We had to make a CD playlist for Flowers for Algernon. Like what we felt, like specific scenes, like what they conveyed to us. Me being a very, very young boy and not very cultured in music, during this time I was getting in my like awakening to my quote-unquote rock genes, liking you know, not rap music, not house music or anything along those lines. Every single song on the playlist was a Linkin Park song, right? I remember specifically putting My December as the last song, where the main character ends up losing all his intelligence and he runs away, right? And you learn the story via I think there's a handful of perspectives of the story being told through him, and then through the female character reading the female love interest, or the female one of the female scientists reading his letters, and his letters over time after the treatment that made him into a super genius, which he was mentally challenged, and then he turns into a super genius, and people start treating him differently, and then people really, really liked him, and then people started not to give a fuck about him, and his intelligence slowly degrades back to where he was before, so he was regressing, and you could see he was writing these wonderful, beautiful, like, prose, and then near the end of the story, they're all broken, and words are all messed up, and things aren't being spelled correctly, as he's, being broken and die, and then we had to, like, we had to write a fan fiction ending for it, which is pretty good. I pretty much had him die in the sewers in my ending. Let's see. Actually, this is kind of interesting. I was a big writer in high school, right? Spino torsos. Ooh, I got them all. I got all the Spino thingies. I just noticed that. All the Spino boys. Where's my spine boys at? Hey, any spine boys around? If you're a spine boy, post in the chat, bro. Let's see. Beautiful. I really liked writing. I enjoyed writing more than anything else in high school. And for not the Blair Witch trial. I think I'm like mixing two things together. Blair Witch trial. The Salem Witch trial. For the Salem Witch trial, right? We had to write a ending on what happened to I think like Amelie or whatever her name was, like whatever the main girl the story started off with. Apparently she disappeared in the story or something like that, but apparently she like disappears, right? If I'm not mistaken. I don't know what I was fucking reading. I'm trying to like remember it correctly. Is this not okay? This is okay, right? Hold on, Maddie. Hold on. Am I not doing this right? Don't you get in front of me. Oh, you son of a bitch. And I wrote a 11-page story about her running away, and the concept was that we were brought up with a lot of things that was the reason for it. One was like there was a lot of thoughts about it, like why the Salem witch trials happened and why specific people were targeted. If people were targeted just due to the fact that they weren't liked in the town, or they were fucking uppity women. God damn it. God damn it, an uppity woman. Son of a bitch. Right? Let's see. Turn that around a bit. If there were an uppity lady and whatever it may be. Let's see, spin tail. I got it, right? It's all good. I guess so. That's it. Spiny boy. Big spine boy. Very cool. He won't be going here. I need to find another place for him. He may be going down here, actually. Let's see. What else do I got here? So I can finish my story correctly. Alright, I think that's good. They gave us different reasons. A thing that caused mass hysteria was like this specific bacteria that grew on wheat, right? And there weren't like, oh yeah, the wheat's disposable. It was like, no, we gotta eat it because it's the only thing we fucking got, right? Even though it was like, just brush some dirt on it. It's okay, brother. Don't wash it because we don't do that. Brush some dirt on it. Right? Different reasons for it. And the reason, not the reason I went with, but one of the takes that I did at the end was that she was a instigator and she wanted to get back at specific people. And so she was stating that X, Y, and Z were the ones who cursed her to be able to get rid of them, because she lived a unhappy life. I believe I went with that. She lived an unhappy life, and she didn't like the lifestyle of that. And she ended up going onto a ship. She ended up going on a slave ship, and she lived it up in Africa. Oh shit! I turned off the game by accident. I didn't mean that. She ended up living up in Africa, becoming a whore, if I'm not mistaken. Southern Africa. And I don't know why I came up with that storyline, but I thought it was very, very good, and the teacher thought it was really, really good. She liked my creativity for it. It wasn't boring. Like it was actually enjoyable to read because it was so fucking out there, and it was like. She was like, the concept's really, really weird. Definitely not school appropriate, but you wrote it really well, and it didn't feel like a 12-page paper, right? So I was like, wow, thanks. That feels really, really good. And this is like coming off weeks after she told me. She's like, yeah, your snake poem is unenjoyable, has no life, and it looks like you made it just to make it. And I was like, okay. Oh god, I remember when she said that. I remember we had to make poems. We had to make a poem every single month we were in the class, and at the end of our 2-semester class, we would have a compilation of everything through our final year of high school. Boy, oh boy, did I write some cheesy poems. One of my favorite poem at the end that I ended up writing, it was called Smile Kid, and it talked about my hardships dealing with high school. And it got really, really popular, and it got put up and all this shit, and like I got pictures taken, I got interviewed in the school paper, like I had a whole bunch of stuff about it because it was really, really good, even though I thought it was shit. It was just me talking about like the abuse that I've fucking dealt with at school, right? And people just fucking fucking me up, bro. Like we had an incident in the school where someone was threatening to kill me, right? Now, I didn't treat this person very nicely, just because he was always weird with some girl that I dated a long time prior, and he really, really liked her, and he would say things like to me, to my face. He was like, "Oh yeah, like you don't deserve her, you don't know how to treat her right," and I'm just kind of like, I have no idea what's happening right now. We're going to go get Burger King. I'm literally just drinking a Monster. What's happening right now? And he was jealous, and I wasn't very nice to him after the fact, and then he wrote me in a book of people he wanted to kill, and he was gonna bring a gun to school, and then he got stopped, right? Which you could say like, holy shit, that's so scary. But like, I don't want to say he's done it before, but he was someone who would threaten that constantly, and except like like all the other threats were like just empty, but like on the 12th time apparently was like legit. And the girl that I wasn't even talking to the girl anymore, but she hinted in on me with a weird ass text. She's like, just be careful being around so and so. I'm like, what are you talking about? What do you mean? I don't understand what you're talking about. She's like, just be careful when you're around so and so. I'm like, why? What are we doing? Like, why? Like, is he fucking gonna try something? Or? And she's like, I can't say. He trusted me to not tell anyone. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Tell me, you dumb bitch. And she told me that I was on a kill list. I was one of the 10 people he picked that he was going to kill when he went to go shoot up the school, right? And I was just like, oh my god. Like, are you being serious right now? And like, you wouldn't tell me? Like, what's going on? She's like, I'm sorry, my friendship with him means more than anything. And I was like, yikes. Fucking yikes. Big yikes there, brother. Big yikes there. This is like junior year of high school. Junior, sophomore-ish year. Big yikes. I think that was like the last big story like I ended up having in high school. Like big, crazy, like really fucking weird shit that you see in like movie story. Everything else was just fine from that point on. Just normal. You know, having diarrhea and then going on a date with a girl and then having excuses to go into the bathroom. You know. that's just pretty much the highlight of the rest of my life. I'll remember that forever. I remember sitting in Target in the food lounge as I was recovering from the flu. But oh my god, it was fucking Sadie Marcus, bro. Dude, Sadie Marcus, bro. She's the hottest girl in school. And I had to go on a date with her. So silly. Well, yeah, I was a tag-along. No, someone tagged along on the day. It was our ride, who also liked her. Oh my god, that was so... I didn't know he liked her, dude. I didn't know he liked her at all. I was friends with him, and he really, really liked her, and he spent a lot of time with her. She was a drama girl, and they were acting together and stuff, and they shared, like, they were, like, married in a play and stuff, and they shared really intimate moments, and he was like, oh yeah, in that moment I knew, like, it awakened, I loved this brown-haired Mexican girl, right, with beautiful hazel eyes. Right. And I didn't know because I wasn't a theater nerd. I was like, you guys fucking weird. You guys are weird. I was like, I don't really care about the theater stuff. Yeah, I probably would have never said yes to going if I knew he liked her. It was literally like after the fact, and then he stopped talking to me. We stopped being good friends. I feel bad. I feel bad. I feel bad. He's a really cool friend too. Let's see. A little bit of a pushover, you know, but he was a cool friend. I really enjoyed him. Remember, I like sharing, listening to his music, because he came from like a hippie family, so he was like a hippie. You know, it was really interesting just kind of learning about his beliefs and how he goes about things, right? And also he looked like Chris Farley and he could do the worm. It was like sick, brother. It was sick. Let's see. Do this. Keep crafting, keep crafting. There we go, there we go. There we go, there we go. Harvesting wood, brother. Ooh, that's some good shit right there. Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, more still coming. Okay, good shit. I didn't know which side I hit on. Beautiful. Gotta harvest wood, I remember. I gotta remember. That's something we just gotta do. We gotta harvest the wood, man. You know, you think this is called Harvest Moon? No, it's not. It's Harvest the Wood. You know how it goes, everyone. Here's an interesting thing. I know a couple years ago, I used to play video games for people, right? That I met on the Discord server way back when, that I made for my channel. I would like live stream personally just for them. It's so weird. So weird that I did that. I did that for like a Harvest Moon game, and I did that with like Terraria, I think it was. It was for two separate people. And it was really, really weird that I did that. I don't know, it seems weird, like just live streaming for one person. And then I remember when I was younger, for some reason I couldn't get Yahoo Messenger, which I knew had video chat on it. And I would live stream on Blog TV to talk to like a girl I liked through Blog TV, and then I would have viewers, right, on Blog TV, which is like probably one of, I don't want to say like one of the first streaming sites, but it's one of the sites that a lot of YouTubers streamed on back in the day. Like I remember Charles Trippy, SXE Film streaming on that at the moment. I remember he was streaming on it when he was having troubles in his relationship, and he was playing COD with his laptop pointing up to his TV, playing COD on it. And I would sit and like there would be different rooms, and if you're early, you got to see the room the streamer looked at, right? Which was the first one. And I remember being there when Charles Trippy ended up making his Charles Trippy hardcore friend core or something like that, his CTFXC like symbol, logo, everything that was on about their vlog, I guess you can say, the Charles Trippy CTFXC vlog with him and Allie. But I don't know. It was interesting. I used to watch that all day. Like my final was making a montage for them. Was making a montage for them in my multimedia class, and I used the editing on the school computer and I like downloaded YouTube videos, like just gigs and gigs of YouTube videos of like their big important stuff, and I put like a pop punk song that I really liked. I don't even remember the name of it. And I remember the teacher's like, wow, she's like, wow, are these people famous? And like, she wouldn't let me do them because they were YouTubers, right? She's like, no one watches a YouTube. No one watches a YouTube. And this is probably around the time when YouTube was just blowing up and stuff and people were able to make money off of YouTube. Actually, you know what? Probably not. I'm thinking about it. It was around 2011. I don't believe so. But I ended up like working really fucking hard on it, and it was all the way up to the last day, and I rendered it, and the teacher was like, why is it taking forever to render? Because like I was like, it's in HD, bro. She's like, why would you put something in HD? 480p is fine, 360p is fine. I'm like, yeah, you're wrong. You're wrong. You're super wrong. God, I hated that. I hated that multimedia teacher. She's still there. I don't like her very much. I think she's a really fucking awful person when it comes to evoking creativity. She takes away too many things from people just for personal reasons. And she'll pick on specific people. Like, she picked on Momo. She was like, everything you make is sad. Everything you make is sad. Do something happy for once. I'm like, oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Like, how do you say that to someone? Like, this is how they want to invoke whatever their creativity. And you're being like, nope, fuck it. And so every time she did that, I would make something sad. Right? And I remember we were supposed to make one of those like Facebook-y things that like your grandparents or mom like will like retweet. I'm not retweet, but like reblog on or post on Facebook. I don't know how Facebook works. I never really used it too much. How do I say this? But it was like one of those lyrical walls, and you found a picture and you wrote down the lyrics of a song on it. That was one of the things I did, and then I was in a heavy Guns N' Roses phase, and I just put November Rain because it was like probably one of the more sadder songs that I could probably think about at that moment, just because I was listening to Guns N' Roses all the time. Like literally, I listened to every single song. I love every single song from Guns N' Roses. So here I am, your rocket queen, and then looking up that he actually had sex with a girl in a studio to get those sounds on it, and I'm like, okay, that's kind of like weird. Can you imagine your lead singer is like, yeah, I'm pretty hot shit. Let me just bang this bitch in the sound booth real quick so we can get her moaning. Like, what? Why do you do that, bro? What a fucking weirdo, weird ass guy. It's just weird shit. That reminds me of a D&D story that I read, but it's a little too graphic to be able to talk about. But all it ends up going on is this guy going to a swingers D&D game, and the DM was a proud Lionel race, right? And he was dominating the guy's girlfriend in game, and he did it out of game, right? Which is weird. And it was like a weird roleplay sex club. And the guy's like, what the fuck? My girlfriend's being railed by Lionel? It was pretty funny. I'm pretty sure it's fake, but regardless or not, I find that absolutely hilarious. He was like, alright, yeah, time to check out your D&D game. I was like, what the heck? Fucking Thomas playing Lionel's like thundering my girlfriend? What the fuck? It's so dumb. I find it kind of funny that I was talking about my loneliness. in the previous video, and then I ended up having Momo finally text me back. He just hasn't like responded to any of my messages at all. Which that stuff, like not being responded to, like, and now I'm not talking about like, oh yeah, he didn't respond to me in 10 minutes or like an hour or two. It's like just fucking weeks. Just weeks of my messages going on like unread and shit. And I'm just kind of like, like, what do I do? I was like, if I try to be like, hey, can you answer your messages? Like, you end up being like clingy, whatever it is, which is why I hate messaging people, because I'm usually just like, I want to get this over with. I want to talk to you about it. All right, good. Salutations, done. Right? Prolonged conversations are a thing of a teenager's past. That's something I can't do anymore. Prolonged conversations. Like that. So it's just like, I'm assuming he's dead or something crazy happened in his life. And I think something crazy happened in his life. So, because he asked me how I was doing, which usually means the person's going to spew how they are doing. The asker will be spewing how they are doing. So something probably crazy happened during the time. He's in the transition where his mom is leaving and he's becoming the man of the house, as in he's the only one there. He's the adult now, so he has to so he focuses on bills. He's doing a lot of shit that he hasn't done before, like grocery shopping, which I knew how to do even though I didn't have a job. But he's like, I don't even know how to do it. I'm like, what are you talking about? You make so much money. How do you not know how to shop? But that's okay. That's like one of those politicians. Oh my god. I remember there was a politician. I think it was the Australian guy? I don't remember if it was an Australian politician. But there was a politician who was just like, someone asked them, and it was like, oh, like, how much is a banana? Or they said how much a banana was. And they were like, one banana. And he was like, oh, what is this, like $10? So much so, like, that statement alone just shows you how far away from their finances they are. And pretty much they live a life where they don't have to think about the number value of what they purchase, right? When, like, I thought about the number value of what I purchase all the time. I'm like, is me buying off-brand really worth it? Like, I looked it up, and I was like, all right, I saved, like, from my shopping, I'll save $30 by buying off-brand, right? Am I willing to buy something on-brand if I really, really liked it, right? It's like, do I need to buy on-brand? Is there a point of buying on-brand, right? And the majority of the time, there wasn't a point, unless it was regarding a specific cereal, which was Apple Jacks, because nothing else could simulate Apple Jacks. But like Cocoa Pebbles, Apple Jacks and cereals were the only thing I bought on-brand. Honey Nut Cheerios. Nothing could simulate the delicious taste of a Honey Nut Cheerio. Sadly, it's one of my favorite cereals too, along with plain Cheerios. But everything could simulate that, so it wasn't really anything too much. But I don't know, like him having to deal with that and having to make his own meals, and meal plan and do stuff like that. That's like just a whole bunch, like a whole big new bag for him that he just knows fucking nothing about. Which that is the thing I specialize in, right? He's Mr. Big Working Man making big money, and I literally have all the makings of a beautiful housewife. I'm fucking thick, my hips are wide. You know, I have nice wide hips, nice wide shoulders. I'm a very stocky man. You know, I'm quite gorgeous. I'm quite gorgeous, you know, and I think I would probably make quite a wonderful wife. Now, clingy, yes. I will honestly say, there is some cling factor here. If you don't cuddle me for more than if you ended up cuddling me 4 seconds less, I would think that you end up having an affair with your secretary, and in turn, I will cut up your yuttas. You're like, oh my god, what's a yutta? What are you doing stretching in front of the door, Stinky? Get out the way. Not the Yuttas! Oh my god. Great googly moogly. Alright, let's go through here. Oh my god. So I seen this video on TikTok. It was of a guy. You know, you see a lot of relationship stuff on TikTok. This was a relationship thing. It was about this guy. It wasn't about this guy. It was this guy recording himself, and he was smiling and laughing. And he took his. He was like, "Oh, can I get some?" And it was like chicken nuggets, right? From McDonald's. And they were sitting in the car eating, and he just took them and he flung them out the window. And the girl flipped the fuck out, and she threw the sauce at him, which like she rightfully should. Like that's extremely like playing with someone's food. Like I feel as if that's a way to make people very angry, right? Without even trying. Like playing with someone's food like that. Like that's just entirely wasteful. And definitely with how some people, you know, grow up. Like, depending on how you feel about it. Like, for me, you know, growing up poor and would it be, like, you know, my family, they throw out stuff when it's, like, out of date, like, immediately. But I'm just like, hold on. I was like, there's no mold. There's nothing weird about it. There's, like, eat it, bro. And I'll eat expired things no matter what. If it's slimy... like lunch meat will get slimy and then it will get sour. Like, that's fine. I was like, a little slime don't hurt you, brother. A little slime don't hurt you. But, I don't know. I seen that and I was like, man, it's fucking annoying. It's disrespectful. And, the guy's an asshole for doing it. And he was laughing and she was upset, rightfully so. And she should have just murdered him right there. Right then or then, pretty much. She should have just fucking took his life. Let's see here. Can I jump over this? Ah, I want to make it so I can't do that. How about that, huh? Alright, let's see. Just a little disparity, right? You know, I'm always being a big jokester about the women, right? So I might as well go be a big jokester. I see a lot of dumb things on TikTok that guys fucking do. Real fucking stupid shit. Real dumbass shit. There's some political shit that I see in there that I'm just like, I fucking hate this. I have no idea. Like, I don't understand. I shouldn't go into it. It's like weird political shit. I don't know, dude. Let's see, let's delete this. Yeah, if it's weird political shit, no need to bring it up, brother. No need to bring it up. Ain't nothing you wanna do here. Don't wanna make no enemies for no reason. Let's see here. Honestly, there. Thinking about how you are handling this trifling matter is quite interesting. Alright, wonderful. You know what this looks like it needs? A waterfall. A waterfall. This looks like this needs a waterfall, huh? Red Nation. Jesus Christ. That fucking song. Red Nation. Let's see. Should I just do this? Does this really do anything? This doesn't do anything. I'm just gonna fill this back up. Fuck it. Having it like coming out of the wall like that seems pretty fine to me. Let's see here. We have the beautiful rumbling of the water out back right there. Ain't bad, I'll tell you what. Ain't bad. Let's see, what do we got? We got any production here? Give me more purple. How about that, huh? Give me more perps. Give me some perps, brother. Oh yeah, perps. I still want to play Terraria. I don't know. Like, I always feel like the game's way better if you're playing it with someone else. I don't have anyone to play with. Seriously. I hate when fucking people troll when they play. I fucking hate that shit more than anything in the world. I know, you're like, oh, no fun. No fun, Andy. Little baby with his little baby feelings. Oh my God, I hate that shit. Why, you fucking posing up? Get in here. Who you think you is? You ain't nothing, no one special. You ain't no one special. Let's see. Actually, this is a good way to get rid of a lot of flowers here. Let's build this here. Yeah. Yep, this is the spot. Get rid of all those flowers there for me, please. Nice. It also got rid of the rock, which I didn't expect to happen, to be completely honest with you. Well, that's a good way to get rid of everything. Oh yeah, I referenced the. Oh, I didn't reference it. That was in the video that you guys don't know. That I decided to re-record for this one. So there's been multiple times where people who are fans of Joji, right, who was previously Papa Franku, you know, who was previously, you know, Filthy Frank, Francis of the Filth, right? People find that he made song previously under the pseudonym Pink Guy, which is how he released music, right? And like all the music is just pretty much meme music. It's just like the songs are about sex, songs are about like jerking off to Nickelodeon girls, right? And like making a point that all the Nickelodeon girls are above the age of 20, and then outing Dan Schneider, put your fingers inside her, Schneider, right? Outing him as a pedophile, right? As he's done like weird things. He's like, oh yeah, hey Disney fans, right on your toes, right on, send a picture of your feet, where you write, you know, salmon cat, do that. Right? You have shit like that, and him being, there's accounts of him being abusive and whatnot. You know, and then you have like weird songs like, you know, kill yourself songs, just like, or the there's one going around on TikTok right now about fucking a bitch and, you know, them being stupid, and like a rap song, right? Like a early 2000s rap song about like, I don't care what you say, you're a dumb bitch, I'm gonna fuck you, or some you know what, how you know, you get the feeling what I'm saying. And people and the Joji fans who didn't know him prior are finding that, and they're like, oh my god, I can't believe he was like this, why is no one talking about it, right? But that was a character, and people adopted the character, right? A lot of the things that he ended up stating, people believed in and took it on as his own personality, which is kind of interesting, right? I don't think he was saying anything too radical, but it was edgy, I guess you can say. I guess it was definitely about how people acted. But it was interesting. Maxwell playing Animal Crossing. I'm gonna googly moogly. He's like, I gotta get on Animal Crossing. I gotta get on it. I don't care if my dad beats my ass. I don't care if it's in the middle of the day. I gotta get on it. I gotta play it. Let's see, what do we got here? I received a message on TikTok. Let's see, is this my nightly message from Melon? It was. Didn't expect the Demigorgons to look like that. True. I showed her a video of old D&D monsters they used to look like. Hey there, cutie. What are you making? You probably got some good shit, because you're smug, and I haven't had a smug villager. Gold armor? I already have that. Damn, bro. Yeah, sure, give it to me. Damn it. He's wearing the crown, though, and look at that. Handsome boy wearing the crown. What a handsome boy. Thank you. He's wearing that crown. What a handsome, handsome man. The daily, her waking up at, I guess, 5 a.m.? Or getting to look at her phone at this time. I don't know. It's usually around the same time. Also, another, I think an hour from now is usually if I send something to a friend, to, I guess, our friend, Communist. This is when the other friend, I believe she gets ready to go to work and stuff. And usually this is the time when I get to send her stuff so she could respond to me right away. Because usually she just doesn't, just from the malaise of work and then just kind of like disassociating the entire day. I usually don't get anything back, so it was like, it's like the safe time to message her. Let's see. And she's so nice. Alright, let's see. Time to do some extra work. Are you ready? And time to get rid of stuff. Let's get rid of this. Let's open this up, brother. Not what I wanted. Please, that's not what I want. I want this clean. Oh god, I don't think this can be clean, can it? Oh no, fine. It's gonna be sticking out like a sore thumb to me. It's gonna be very annoying. I hate that. I hate that very much. But yeah, oh yeah, like I showed her a video of the older, what older monsters looked like in the first edition D&D. Which I think they were just pretty much like semi-hand drawn by the creators, by us. Like I believe it wasn't really there wasn't really too much money in it. I don't think there's ever really been money in D&D only up until recently, I guess you can say. Why can't I get rid of this? There we go. Up until recently. I noticed that everyone's like playing D&D now. You know, you have people who don't play D&D ever, or are in groups to play D&D, or whatever it may be. And it's really interesting how it's kind of caught on. And the masses are getting onto it. You know, I constantly say it all the time, where I'm just kind of amazed that it got popular to begin with. And I feel like Stranger Things also helped with that also. Because the Demigorgon, it being called that, and then like the Mind Flayer in Season 2. I don't know what else they call it. I don't know what else the bad guys are in the other seasons. I stopped watching it after Season 2 because Season 2 was fucking awful. I was like, wow, I feel like I just wasted my time watching this. And then I just never went back on. Like, I forced myself to finish like the last half of it, right? I didn't really have too much of a problem with any of the characters. I didn't really care for the new addition, the new girl, whoever that may be. I forgot their name. Didn't really care for them too much. They were fine, but like, you know, or the brother or anything like that. I didn't really care for pretty much any of the new characters. You just really like the old characters, right? And then just what they did with 11, I was just like, yeah, I don't like anything. I don't like this anymore. Big sad, but you know, I'm pretty sure that helped a ton. Right? And it looked like the kids were like constantly running the same D&D module over and over. It was kind of weird. Talk about Demigorgon. The Demigorgon is actually in, I think in Curse of Strahd, if I'm not mistaken. Which is probably one of the better D&D modules. I would say, honestly, start with that if you're ever going to do it. You could find it online. Or you could buy it if you want to support it, right? But you can find it online very easily. Yeah, I could definitely say that it seems pretty good. So much so that I took some stuff from it and added it to my game. For some of the things that I'm doing. So I find that rather fun. What a fun. Let's see. I'm deleting these slowly. Remember when I was like, oh, these are so nice. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So handsome. So beautiful. Yeah, now I hate them. Be completely honest with you. I hate them. I do not like it. I think it's bad. They look ugly. I like the clip-clop of my feet on the floor when I walk. Right? I don't like how it deafens the noise. You know, it'd be cool if you create a thing, like a thing that goes on the floor. You could choose what type of audio sound it makes. So you could make music flooring. Dude, imagine that. Music flooring, huh? You know, Minecraft did that. Not music flooring, but like music boxes. And people made like machines, made computers in Minecraft. Like, what the fuck? Isn't that crazy? Redstone really be litty though. Redstone really be litty. Let's see. Long other days where I used to wait up for Banana Pie Lord to upload a Minecraft video. Right. He was the reason that I got into playing Animal Crossing. You know? And I think he's known about me, because I would talk about him a lot and mention him in videos. And I made a video called, like, The Banana Lord Noticed Me, when he responded to one of my comments, when he was playing, like, an MLP ROM hack, right? Oh my goodness, that I ended up playing, which was, like, Ponymon. Oh, Jesus. Those were the days. Those were the days, and I told him where he could catch Derpy. And he was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna catch that Derpy bitch. And also, his ex-girlfriend had his viewers talk shit about me, too, which is very, very cool. I remember she posted a video, posted a tweet of my series, my Explorers of Sky series. And during that time, I didn't know that I had the Explorers of Sky series thumbnails wrong. I had it still be Explorers of Time. I completely forgot that was theirs were still on there. And I had like the wrong logo, and she's like, I just want to be on the front page because my Explorers of Sky series, my Pokemon Rescue Team series were all on the front page of YouTube. I was the front page guy for it for the longest time. It was actually pretty cool, not gonna lie, actually. I was actually pretty fucking happy about that. And I think that series did really, really well. And I enjoyed it. It was very good. Those are very good games. Nice charm to them. Not as good as Thousand Year Door, though. Thousand Year Door was, like, fantastic. Also has wonderful waifus in it. Wonderful. You got Vivi in there? Oof. Like, the big cloud mama? Oof. The little cutie ghost girl? Oof. Oof. Loved it. Also, Princess Peach is naked in that. She gets naked. She takes like an invisible potion. She gets naked and goes around the ship, which is like kind of crazy if you think about it in a Nintendo game with how they like treat their license, right? They're like, yes, they must. It's like, I guess you can say it's kind of like how Disney treats Mickey and how Disney treats Mickey in Kingdom Hearts. Right? They're like, he can't be shown hurting people, or he can't be shown being hurt or killing anyone or doing anything along those lines, right? He can't be shown doing like specific things, and which is the reason why he's the character that he is in that game, where he's the master. He's a Keyblade master, and he's always constantly gone, and he's constantly in the world of darkness, and he's constantly doing off-screen shit, right? And apparently he's really, really powerful. But, you know, Disney's like, yeah, you can't do too much stuff with him. I think they probably let up on like Kingdom Hearts 3 because fucking Donald literally dies on screen. So, but dying in Kingdom Hearts really doesn't mean anything in the end, to be completely honest with you. Dude, don't you want to sit next to a beehive? Or is that just me? Oh. Stretching myself. Loosening my shoulders a bit. Ooh. Left shoulder's always a little tight. Always feel it. It's tight, bitch. Oh, God. Loosening them up, bruh. Very good, very good. Very, very stinky. Man. Old school D&D is a trip. I looked at how the game was run. Everything was on a D6 system, unlike it is today, where you have all those pretty dice, right? Everything was on a D6 system. Health, attack, rolling things. I think all you needed was like 3d6 or 4d6. I don't remember exactly. And then like you could run the game easy clap without having to re-roll stuff multiple times, right? It's kind of interesting how they came up with that. And then second edition came out. I don't know anything about second edition. Third edition, I know about third edition because that one stuck around for a long time. And people really, really like third edition. They also like 3.5. Fourth edition, I heard, was entirely unpopular, and people didn't like it at all. But I know people have a love for 3.5, and then also I believe 3.5 Pathfinder, which is a very hardcore version of D&D. I was either going to choose 5th edition or Pathfinder when it came to running my D&D game. I went with 5th edition because it's a lot more easier to for newcomers to comprehend. You don't have a lot of floating modifiers. You don't have a thing where like, oh yeah, if I'm in a specific stance, I get a 2% plus bonus fucking dick on my pickle thing like that, right? 5th edition is very good. It's like, oh, my sword does +1 bonus damage and +1 to attack, so I know I add 1 to my roll, including my dexterity and proficiency. So yeah, there it is. And you would recognize it. You would memorize what your dex and proficiency mixed together is automatically because you have it written on your sheet, and you just write +1. You're like, all right, whatever the sum. This will be the sum of my next roll now, and then I got to add +1 damage to it, just flat damage, which is so good in D&D 5th edition. Anything that does flat damage is very good. Anything with variable like dice rolling damage, like you could do 10d6, but the least amount of damage you could do is 10. And by the way, that can happen to people, right? So where they just do only 10 damage. But it also has the ability to do 60 damage, though it would, if you have something that does 10d6 damage, it's most likely going to do around 31-ish, between 36 damage on average, right? So it's kind of like good to kind of like, you kind of know. I don't know, man. It's just that D&D combat is so long. Especially if you're magic casters. Because then you're looking at your spells, right? And you're zoning out looking at your spells, and then your turn comes up. You're like, oh, can I do X, Y, and Z? And then, like, me as a DM is like, no, you don't have the ability to currently do that right now. And then you're just like, I'm fucking sad. Let's see. This looks out of place, to be completely honest with you. Push this. Let's pull that out, actually. Let me do this. Yep. Yep. Beautiful. I know. You guys just heard me throw out a whole bunch of numbers, and I was saying them pretty confidently without much of an issue. Like I said prior, 5th edition is probably one of the more easier versions of it. And I believe 1st edition D&D, if I'm not mistaken, I know some mechanics of it, but like if you wanted to be a spellcaster, you had to be an elf. That had to be your class. Like, no other class could spellcast in D&D other than elf. So you would have to be an elf. So everyone played elf if you wanted to spellcast. When it comes to D&D, every single class has a spellcasting ability, except barbarian, I think. I don't know what the Xanathar's Guy's expansion to it added, but I think barbarian's the only thing that doesn't have like consistent, like, is a quarter caster or a half caster. I don't think they have anything like that. I'm trying to think. I'm not exactly sure. Like monk's pretty much a caster. You know, they have abilities. If you go for like the monk of the 4 elements, which why wouldn't you? That's like the best, dude. Like I pretty much, like, in my game, no one has played a monk yet, but I pretty much integrate the 4 elements into being a monk regardless, no matter what. Like, it's just something you can do with it. That's just something you get. And with the 4 elements, you get to have, and if you become a monk of the 4 elements, you get to use every type of spell that is available to you as a monk. Every element, you know, rock, thunder, water type spell for bludgeoning, and fire, which is the big spell, because you get burning hands, a very good spell, as a monk ability. And I have that open for my players if they ever play monks. It's just that if they decide to play monks, that's what I'm just gonna be like, oh yeah, by the way, everything that you get in so let's say they wanted to be a Path of the Open Palm monk, which is just like, oh, I stun really, really well. I stun so fucking good. I am absolutely stunning here, right? You're stunning like crazy. You know, you get to do the omae wa mo shinderu, and like you could do an effect to someone and you're like, what happened? And then you could choose, like, I think it was like forever. I honestly think it's like forever. They have like their key inside of them, and you can just choose just like Shinderu anytime you want, and they explode with like 10d10 necrotic damage, right? They're like, Nani? And like all their pressure points get hit and they fucking explode with necrotic damage, which is amazing. You know, so like if they were an open monk path, I'm like, okay, I was like, just understand that I am allowing you to take some abilities from the path of the 4 elements. You get to pick an element that you are a master of, and when your attacks become magical, they become that element, right? If you choose so, or if you choose not to, you know, it's up to you. You don't have to. And then when you get key points and you get new spells, you also get a new version of, you get a new spell related to your element. So if you chose water, you get all the water spells, which is like the walking on water, the water whip, which is actually very good, way better than I thought it was. And you're pretty set, right? And if you get fire, you get burning hands, and then you get a whole bunch of other, I think there's like 2 more, but you don't get a lot of abilities as a monk. You only get like 1 or 2 spells, excuse me. So it's just pretty much like that in my game, because I feel like the element aspect is really, really good, and I feel like it's a good flavor for majority of the monks, except for the path of the peaceful monk, the pacifist monk. I will say that I don't like pacifism monks, and I would never let a player be a pacifism monk, because the act of playing a pacifism monk is highly highly going against like just D&D, like playing D&D in general, you know, because most of the time you're fighting. There's not a lot of diplomacy games, and you need specific players to do diplomacy games, right? Oh, what am I doing? Sorry about that. I don't know why I was doing that. It's kind of weird. But it's pretty cool. I like it. It's pretty neat. Monks are one of my favorite classes. I wish samurai went to monks, to be honest with you, not with fighters. I guess you got Kensai, which I just flavor it to be samurai, to be completely honest with you. It's just monks with weapons, and also it's very bad. It is very, very bad. It is not a very good class, I'll let you know that. You don't get anything. You get, like, weapon sharpening, which, like, you do, like, a set amount of damage if you spend some key points, which is just kind of bad. Just bad. It's just bad all around. It's not good, dude. It's not good. But if you made your weapon an elemental, like if you coated it with your key and you made it element, and you had a specific element that did extra damage, holy fuck, boy! And the damage die increased as you went up, as you gain levels in it, bro. Like going all the way up to like maybe a baby soft 2d6. Right, worth of damage, which is like, whoo, crazy amount of damage. Or maybe do it in D4s, I'm not exactly sure. You just do a crazy amount of damage, because they get like, you can get like 5-6 hits, and then like, you get all those bonuses. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, the damage, the dice rolling, it's beautiful, buddy. I don't know. D&D talk near the end, I know, right? I usually talk about my game and not the game and within itself, I guess you can say. That's very rare. She's so nice. Yeah, I want to sell some stuff, bitch. I got bread on deck, bread on fleek. Beautiful, beautiful. I'll tell you, I want to cleanse the world, the world. I want to cleanse the world. Oh, I'm such an evildoer. Oh, I want the world to be, the world's so unfair. I want it to be so good for everyone. So I'm gonna be evil and just kill people for no reason. What's happening? Alright, let's see. I think we're pretty good for today. How you doing, Maddie? Whoop. Shot my shot, Maddie. Whoop. Shot my shot again. I guess talking to Maddie is just not going to happen today, huh? Ugh, I need to do something with this place. This needs to be figured out. Like, very much. Like, it could be the music center. It could be absolutely anything. Yo, we making popcorn forever, though? What the fuck? We making popcorn forever? Stop that. Just kidding. We're done, people. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching, okay? Love you.
Baby,